Well, good afternoon. Time for the news now on this Tuesday afternoon. It's my hope that you've had a great day. My name is Linda Alela, here to take you through to it. And we start off on a somber note, where the Nyamira County Assembly is still debating the motion to remove Governor Amos Nyaribo from office. Shortly after Ward Representative Julius Matwere tabled the impeachment motion, Governor Amos Nyaribo's lawyers have continued defending him against accusations of abuse of office and violation of the Constitution. Let's listen in to the proceedings to understand how the situation unfolded earlier inside the Nyamira County Assembly.
That having considered the foregoing grounds and the overwhelming evidence in support thereof, resolve that we remove His Excellency Amos Nyaribo from the office of the Governor of Nyamira County by way of impeachment for gross violation of the Constitution and other laws and abuse of power. I beg to move, Mr. Speaker, and call upon the Honorable Juma Matunda to second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Whenever the Constitution, any written rule, all these standing orders, requires the County Assembly to consider a petition or a proposal for removal of a person from office, the person shall be entitled to appear before the relevant committee of the County Assembly, considering the matter, and shall be entitled to a legal representation. B, requires the County Assembly to hear a person on grounds of removal from office, or in such a similar circumstances that County Assembly shall hear the person. Honourable members, at this moment now, I will accord one, His Excellency Amos Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira, is hereby accorded a fair hearing. Sergeant at Arms. If the governor is in himself or is represented by an advocate, shall be accorded a chance and a position to stand and address.
What we find very peculiar and very interesting, Mr. Speaker, is ground number 1.8, where the mover says the county lost a lot of money, in his words, colossal amounts of money, because of the delay or
Yes, somber note for Nyaribo, and even more where the Odinga family has announced the sudden passing of Beryl Achieng Odinga, daughter of the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and Mama Mary Ajuma Oginga. The announcement was made by Raila's elder sister Ruth Odinga, who disclosed that Beryl died on Tuesday, November the 25th. She, however, did not reveal the cause of death. In a heartfelt condolence notice, the Kisumu County Woman Representative reminisced about the shared moments and Beryl's profound impact on her life. Beryl was an educationist. She was a professional teacher who doubled up as a lawyer, and she is the sister to Senator Oburu Oginga, retired Right Honorable Raila Odinga, Kinyi Mwemwa, and amongst others. Her ultimate or untimely death comes just 6 weeks after the demise of Raila, who passed away on October the 15th, 2025. We shift gears where preparations for a by-election or for the by-election in Lake Zone and Nanam wards in Turkana County are in top gear This is according to the county returning officer, Amos Obonyo. He has further stated that the voting materials have already been distributed to all the voting centers. The IEBC officials in the county have also stated that security has been beefed up ahead of Thursday's mini polls.
On network lapse, especially on identification of voters, because what we do only is transmission of only presidential election through the system. What now we are going to do is identification of voters through the KIMS kit, and those KIMS kits have been enabled by given extra batteries. We have employed charging clerks. We also have extra kits in case some of those KIMS kits develop any technical issue. So we are ready in that regard.
We are upbeat that the election will go on smoothly, peacefully, free and freely, and people should come out and vote the candidates of their choice. In election ward, we are having 36 polling stations, and in all those 36 polling stations, we have trained enough officers who are going to man their electoral activities in those areas.
DAP Kenya candidate in the Malava by-election, Seth Panyako, has raised concerns over allegations of voter bribery in the constituency, accusing allies of the UDA party of bribing residents a day before Thursday's elections. Now, speaking to the press in Kakamega town, Panyako said he has already officially reported the allegations to the IEBC and submitted 2 videos purportedly showing UDA leaders bribing residents. Panyako claims the bribery continued throughout the night, accusing UDA of blatantly violating election laws and urging the relevant authorities to take swift action. However, the UDA candidate David Ndakwa has dismissed the claims, terming them propaganda and allegations from an opponent afraid of losing.
Mambo ya kutafuta kura yalisha jana, na sasa leo yale Faruk amefanya na Mahelo Kevin wanafanya ni kujaribu kubribe wapiga kura. Tuko na ushahidi na hiyo mkutano na video zimechukuliwa, na tayari nimetuma kwa IBC Malava kuangalia kazi ambayo Faruk Kibede anafanya. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kuambia wakaaji wa Malava kwamba kama watakuja na hizo pesa, vile tumekuwa tukiwaambia tu, nyinyi chukueni pesa. Kitu ambacho hamstahili kufanya ni kumpa mtu kitambulisho yako au namba ya kitambulisho chako. Niko na imani kabisa na IEBC ya Malava, lakini sina imani na IEBC ya Nairobi, kwa sababu hizi ballot zimemakiwa, zimetoka Nairobi na ziko na serial numbers ambayo inatali na serial number ambazo ziko kwa polling station saa hii. Kio nyinyi mnaamini kwamba wananchi wa Kenya wana haki ya kupiga kura, kwa nini mambo yote mnamwaka pesa wananchi Malava? Hata akikupa shilingi 2,000 itakurudishia linda mama, hiyo shilingi 2,000 itakurudishia duafya.
Propaganda mingi kwamba chifu anatumika. Chifu ni mpiga kura wa Malava. Chifu ni akona kazi yake kwa administration. Administration ni serikali. So yeye pia ataenda kupiga tu kura kama mwananchi mwingine. Yeye pia ana haki ya demokrasia ya kuexercise. So ukianza kuwashurudisha kwa sababu wako kwa serikali, sio chief wote ama administration yote itanipigia kura kwa sababu wako na democratic right ya kuexercise. Anasema goons, ati serikali imeleta goons ama timu yangu imeleta goons. Juzi alisema wametoka sijui Nairobi, amesema sio wametoka Kibira sijui wapi wamekuja. Hatujaona watu, na kama ana evidence yoyote ya kusema kwamba kuna malpractices, the law is there. Badala ya kukuja kurand kupiga kelele kwa kila mahali. Najua kuna watu wengine wanakuanga kisirani kila wakati. So hii hata those are side shows. I cannot be diverted to such like attentions. But kura nayo nitashinda. Kura nayo nitashinda, na wamesense defeat, that is why they are in a panic mode. Nimesema akishinda sina shida, nitamsalamia na watu wa Malava, maisha yao iko important kuliko as an individual. Na mimi nikimshinda akubali, saya sikimbia kotini kwa sababu ndamwacha na margin kubwa sana. I'm going to teach him a lesson.
The Anglican Church of Kenya, ACK Diocese of Mbeere, has urged the IEBC to ensure transparency and credibility in the November 27th by-elections across 24 electoral areas. Bishop Moses Mashamba, speaking at Karangeri ACK Church in Shiara, said the mini polls offer the Commission a key chance to prove its integrity and protect the democratic will of voters, including those in Bayere North.
Shukuru chairman wa IBC na commissioners wote na wale wanafanya kazi na IBC. Tunajua kuna vijana wetu wengi na watu ambao wamepewa kazi ya kufanya hiyo ya by-elections. Yetu ni kuambia community tuheshimu hao watu maofficers. Maofficers wa IBC wafanye kazi kama vile inatakikana. Mambo ya kusema kuna wizi, hatutaki kusikia hiyo ikifanyika. Na kusiwa na uoga ya kusema hiyo inaweza fanyika, na kiwa inaweza fanyika kutafutwa mbinu yoyote ya kuzuia isifanyike. Lakini tuwe na heshima kwa IBC na pia tuheshimu wale wanafanya kazi pale na pia wajiheshimu wenyewe.
Calling on the government to fast-track land registration processes in order to secure land tenure rights, enhance mobility, and address emerging challenges that are affecting their livelihoods. Speaking during the 5th edition of the Indigenous Movement for Peace and Advancement and Conflict Transformation Impact, community representatives highlighted long-standing concerns including land dispossessions, carbon market exploitation, and unfavorable investment agreements, all of which they say continue to undermine their way of life.
Most of the pastoralist communities are in arid and semi-arid areas, so they are represented here. The idea is for pastoralists, land is very essential and very fundamental for their livelihood. It's a food system, it's a way of life, but it also contributes to Kenyan heritage. And also is very important for climate change. And they occupy very vital ecosystems that are very important for the future of humanity.
Registering our community land means that you are giving us our ancestral identity. You are also affirming that Kenya is a country of diverse, with community of different livelihood, with community of practice that has been sustained since independence. With that, we are asking that Kenyan government should also consider, when you are issuing the issues of carbon credit and all those, I know you are #1 at the international level when it comes to carbon negotiation and all that. You are doing those one in the community land. You are doing that one without free, prior and informed consent. Which community have you involved?
And President William Ruto has continued consultations with leaders of the European Union and its member states to enhance cooperation in trade, investment and social security matters. The discussions also focused on the conflict in Sudan and the need for reforms in international institutions that is to promote a just and stable global governance system. Speaking in Angola during the European Union summit, President Ruto affirmed Kenya's commitment to deepening its partnership with the EU, an effort demonstrated by the Economic Partnership Agreement that was implemented in July 2024. The agreement grants Kenya duty-free and quota-free access to a market of 450 million people.
Fine. We've tried to do this so many times. Yes. Now it happened finally. Finally. Okay. Yes, this is a principal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The call.
Yeah, we had a very good call.
We had a very good call.
So
thank you very much.
Yes.
Nairobi Region Bingo Fest title, while Macmillan Starlets edged out defending champions Embakasi South Ladies at Nyayo Stadium. Henry Crop struck twice in the second half, breaking the deadlock 10 minutes after the restart and doubling the score 10 minutes later. And while Jasper Omwando scored the other goal as Leeds, who are also the national champions, won 3-0 against Lakisama. Now in the women's final, Macmillan Starlets emerged victorious and new champions were crowned in rugby for both men and women. Now, the Stingers bagged the men's title, while Kenya Harlequins claimed the women's title. All right, and of course, to give you what would be then the updates, something that has played out earlier on is that Governor Nyaribo is already impeached, and we'll be following up on that matter as well to make sure that you get more updates as to the same. That's so much that we had for you on the news now, exactly 15 minutes past 4 p.m. We're bringing you more later on at 7 and 9 p.m. My name is Linda Alela. We'll close it at that.